Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at a game called Power Instinct, and this was created by a company called Atlus in 1993. And this is a versus fighting game. It doesn't stand out particularly from its genre, but it's definitely playable. The graphics are alright. There's some interesting fighters in the game. The basic story is there's a Gogetsu clan that is looking for a new leader, and the victor of a fighting tournament that's held every 500 years will be their new leader. And there's a couple sisters, very elderly sisters, involved in the game. One of them is the current leader of the Gogetsu clan, and she is the final boss. And the younger sister, I believe, is one of the other fighters. There are various moves that you can do. I think by this time, fighting games had advanced enough so that there was like devastation moves or desperation moves. There were various moves that they could do for other special attacks. This game doesn't have any of that. It's just got regular special moves. No special power bar for extra strong moves or anything. And it gets very, very, very difficult. Even early on in the game, after you've beaten two or three fighters, it can be very, very hard. There's no, as far as I've noticed, I can't really find any non-special move attacks that take out enemies jumping in the air at you. But the characters are Ome, who is the boss. Otane is the younger sister of Ome, and there she is right there. Thin Nen is a monk. Keith is a street fighter. Hattori is a ninja. Annie is an acrobatic fighter. Reiji is a karate fighter. Angela is an Amazon, and White Buffalo is a Native American Indian. And I'm gonna use Annie. I like her. I like her long reach with her feet and her punch. And those are the characters you can select from. I believe I saw this at a nickel arcade back in the 90s. You have a weak punch, a strong punch, a weak kick, and a strong kick button. And we'll get started. She can do a double jump like, was it Chun-Li? And maybe she can jump off the walls too. But early on, the first enemy you face is easy. After that, you might actually have a bit of difficulty. There are dizzies. I do like her nimble nimble footwork. Her double jump is really nice. Like I said, her long fists, long arms, long legs are very useful. And you have these two ninja referees in the background, and one of them is your friend. Oops. I'm going to do all of her moves. The blue one is Annie's friend. And if Annie is victorious, he will come up and congratulate her at the end of the second round, or the final round. Annie has like a special attack she does. If you hold strong kick for 4 seconds, then release, press back, down, forward and punch for a swan clash, whatever. She can do charge back and then forward and punch for a rainbow barrier. And then in the air, she can do down, down, forward, and punch for a pyrotone burst. I didn't come up with these names, folks. But there, I beat White Buffalo rather easily. Now the second enemy is much harder, and this guy is the ninja Hattori, or Saizo Hattori. The enemies that charge at you can be a pain in the ass, and he likes to charge and grab you and throw you. But some of the enemies are just painfully fast, and it gets really difficult. After defeating 3 enemies, you will go to a bonus round. But yeah, he has bombs. He has projectiles. He might be a good character to choose. And he has a very fast dash. It's hard to figure out a pattern for some of these enemies. Very early on in the game, they seem to be aware that you're trying to figure out a pattern, and then they back off. And there was her pyrotone burst. The game is weird. It's definitely playable though. And it's, you know, they've got enough variety in the characters and interesting backgrounds and stuff. Enough moves, but like I was saying, I think by this time the versus fighter genre had come up with some special move meters and desperation moves and stuff, and this doesn't have any of that kind of variety. But it's kind of an interesting game. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I saw this back in the day at a nickel arcade. This had a number of sequels and follow-ups. There was, I think, Power Instinct 2 and 3, and then there was a Neo Geo release. And now I'm going to face the younger sister of the Gogetsu clan. And she's funny. The old women are funny. They shoot their dentures at you. I think that's hilarious. But both sisters are incredibly nimble, and they love to close in and move real quick. They can dive at you from above. They are a real pain in the ass. I just think that's hilarious. The dentures. But yeah, Annie's long reach with her punch can nail the old gal, but she will block and she will jump away. There is a trick that the sisters can do that we have not seen thus far, and oh crap! Will I beat her? Oh, lucky. But there's a trick that the old sisters can do, and they can turn young. And the way they do that is they run up and they kiss you. If you let them run up and kiss you, then they steal your energy and they turn young. And their younger version is much younger. They can do some other attacks. We will look at that later. But yeah, see, I'm just trying to find that one spot where I can reach with my fist and nail her, and then she starts to back away from it. Yeah, this game is kind of tough. It had like a Sega Genesis and probably a Super NES release. Ah, damn it, that was close. And if you lose, your particular ninja referee in the background cries. But they make with Annie, they come up and they give her high fives. It's kind of cool. But that denture move is hilarious. And I think that if you like beat her and she runs out of, by having more energy than her, and the time runs out, her dentures fall out. But there is a side wall that can be broken if you or the enemy is beaten enough to get knocked through it. Oh, and even by now, the enemy is so fast at breaking out of a dizzy, it's just ridiculous. The game just gets too hard too early. I love that. Haha, there's no one stronger than me. And now we go to a bonus stage and use the weak attack because it's fast, and you need to be very fast because these ninjas will get past you easily because they will jump like that. They can't knock you over by touching you, so don't worry about that. But you need to move real quick. Now we have blue ninjas. But use the weak attack because it's very fast. There, I beat them all. You get a really nice bonus if you beat them all. 30,000 points. There will be one more bonus round later on, and that will involve the ninjas throwing pots for you to break. And it's hard to break all those. And now we face Keith. Keith is freaking hard, especially by now. He is very fast, very careful. He can sneak right through your projectiles real easy and wail on you. Yeah, Annie's strong attack when an enemy is close might be able to hit twice. Oh, see, he just flew right through my bird attack. A number of the fighters, Annie isn't. He can easily grab you when he gets close. A number of fighters, god damn it. A number of enemy fighters, fighters, will base their attacks on like an animal or something. Annie's animal is a bird. It's what a number of her attacks are based on. She throws a bird. It's probably other bird-related attacks she does. God damn it, I was gonna punch him, and he doesn't give me the opportunity. He grabs me, and he grabs me again. Screw you, buddy. This game, it gets too hard too fast, I think. But yeah, remember that Annie has a double jump if you use Annie. Oh! Screw you. And my ninja's gonna cry. Somebody throws him a water bottle or something. I elected not to continue here, but we will look at snippets of me fighting all the other fighters, including the last one, who is Ome, the boss, and the older sister of Otane. And there is an ending for each fighter. We will just look at the one for Annie. I will skip forward and face myself, Annie versus Annie, so you can see the background for Annie. It's kind of a cool looking background. It's almost like a Greek temple or something. And there's angels flying in the background. Kind of cool looking. Yeah, the computer Annie will kick my butt. And then we will face the Amazon, Angela. But yeah, there were numerous Power Instinct games, sequels, and follow-ups. It's not a bad game. It's really tough early on. There's her rainbow magic attack. And that was hold back and then press forward or punch. And that will cancel out their projectiles and hit them too, if they're close. Angela has a whip, and she's very, very strong. I just wanted you to see me fight the remaining enemies. I'm not necessarily going to beat them. And here's the second bonus game. You have to break these pots before they land and break on the ground on their own for it to count as a broken pot. And again, use It's best. I used the strong attack. I shouldn't have. Use the weak attacks in both bonus stages. I think to have a realistic chance at beating them. I didn't get them all, obviously. And she didn't get the bonus, so she just angrily taps her feet. The shadow's not working too well underneath her. It flickers. That might just be a MAME problem. And now we're gonna face the monk, Thinen. And I think he's got incense burns on his head, just like Krillin of Dragon Ball. But he throws these cards at you, and he can deflect your projectile back at you. If the card hits you, it freezes you for a second, and you can walk up and do a rapid punch attack. But we're going to scoot forward, and we will face Reiji. And he's a karate master. And his stage is at like a construction site or something. He's very, very fast. But I think Keith is like the hardest guy to face. Keith is a real pain in the butt. My timing wasn't very good. See how high he can do the dragon punch? He can take you out even with your double jump. And now we will face the final boss, and this is Ome. Ome Gogetsu. Here they call it Gogetuji. I don't know why, but she has the same moves as her sister, but she might be a little more fast. And she has a weird attack where her head turns large and it can knock you out of the air. I put on invincibility by this point. I put it on throughout the characters that I didn't beat in the first gameplay. We will just scoot forward to me beating her. And now we will look at Annie's ending. Annie's last name is Hamilton. My old age has caught up with me. There are lovely. I'll buy all of them. She's going shopping with her ninja friend. And her ninja's carrying all these boxes. Let's go to the next store. And this is kind of cute. During the credits, all the characters are dressed up in like traditional kimonos and walking across a stage, kind of like a kabuki theater stage or something, or no stage, and they just stop every once in a while and clap. It's really cute. Little chibi versions of each character. And the chibi ninja still has his mask and helmet. Very, very cute. But that is Power Instinct by Atlus in 1993. Like I said, this has its own series. It had a number of follow-ups and sequels. This game's alright. It's certainly not the worst versus fighting game by any stretch of the imagination, and the characters repeat. And then there's one of the referees, I guess. A little short one. But we will soon look at... it was either Ome or Otani that I face, and either one of them can do this special trick where they run up and kiss you, and they steal your energy, and then they turn young. And we'll look at that in just a moment here. Winners don't do drugs. That was on just about every game in the 90s, late 80s. Right here. I put on infinite energy, so it didn't show me losing energy. She's a little easier in her younger form, actually. Just a little. But that was Power Instinct by Atlus in 1993. Well, this is Crazy Climber 80s, and thanks for watching Power Instinct by Atlus in 1993. And I will catch you later in the future with another video. Y'all keep cool, because it's still hot outside, everybody. Have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.